Well, that's an interesting thing. And Kim Clijsters' coach, Wim Facette, never gets mic'd. He doesn't come on the court. See Wim there, the red hat.
We saw one, I'm trying to think whose player, we saw one coach last summer that was obviously just trying to mess with the rules and kept saying that his microphone didn't work, and they finally just told him to stop going to the court.
That was Azarenka's coach, Sam Sumik.
Right.
And he actually was on court last week in Indian Wells with the mic on to tell Azarenka to retire. She just hurt her leg pretty badly. And that's what you got to love about Kim. She's very independent, and she believes it's herself on the court. You never see her look over and get signals, get coached, and she really does try and figure it out on her own. It's interesting the coaching that's allowed. It's allowed at the WTA tournaments, but it's not allowed at a Grand Slam. But it has been fun to listen to some of the coaches out there and how they talk and the messages they try to deliver. And
there's coaching at Grand Slams. They just can't come on the court.
Right. Well, yeah,
right?
fair. Good point. Good point.
I know what you mean. Oh. And rockets that return.
We talked about playing with intensity, and it's so minor, because obviously Kim wants to win, but in this third set we've seen a couple of fists, we've seen heard a couple of commands, and that's what I was talking. It's really subtle, and those were what we were talking about in what wasn't going right in that second set. But
Martinez-Sanches. So another good use of that drop by Martinez-Sanches.
Clijsters leads 5 games to 3.
Kim Clijsters was unable to serve out the first set. And then she broke back to win the set. She won it with a break, not on her serve. This time for the match.
that's when Kim's at her best. She was inside the baseline for that rally, taking balls early, redirecting that big inside-out forehand.
18 forehand winners by Clijsters.
Again, that overhead. Martinez-Sanches. Kim Clijsters, in the first part of her career, she's always a great competitor, but at times was known to not be the toughest mentally closing out matches. And in this second career, I mean, she is nails going to serve out matches.
You see it better.
Okay. When she goes to serve out the Australian Open final, she was up 5-2 in that set, lost a tough return game, served out the match at love. 4 first serves, thank you, I'll be the champion. Never see her afflicted by nerves at any of the U.S. Opens. And a lot of strong changes to her game mentally as well.
that's just to Lindsay's point, a decisive finish. A very good effort by Martinez-Sanches, and she pushed Clijsters, pushed her in the third set.
And it was a bit of a struggle, and credit Martinez-Sanches for continually mixing up her shots, getting Kim off her game. But in the end, Kim just so solid, such a great athlete, able to find her way through this match, even with her ground strokes not being 100%.
So Kim Clijsters has won her second match at the Sony Ericsson. She will now advance to the round of 16, and a real marquee matchup awaits her. Ana Ivanovic back in the top 20. And Ivanovic and Clijsters will play in the round of 16. One of a handful of good matchups that the women's field produces. Nice ovation for Martinez-Sanches as she leaves. But there it is, Ivanovic and Clijsters.
That's a tough section of the draw. I mean, up top, we'll see Azarenka and Sibylkova tonight. Also Pavlyuchenkova and Kvitova, two of those players we talk about with a lot of potential. They'll also play later today, but a nice looking, some nice matchups in that section of the draw.
Pavlyuchenkova up 4-2 in the first set of that. Kvitova's the left-hander, right?
Yeah.
See, I remembered that. So, Clijsters and Ivanovic, that's a round of 16, but we're far from done. We've got a great men's match coming. Del Potro and Soderling will be next as Tennis Channel continues from the Sony Ericsson Open.
Get tennis info in an instant with Tennis Channel Mobile. Just text news to tennis for the latest news, scores, and updates. Sign up now at tennischannel.com. Hollywood icon Ryan O'Neal learned the game from the love of his life.
Farah, she showed me tennis. She had this cross-court backhand. It was murderous.
His daughter Tatum was married to a tennis legend.
You have grandchildren that are McEnroes.
One of them, Sean, could be a professional. He's that good.
Now, see how this actor and former Golden Gloves boxer uses that sport to beef up his game on the court.
All my enemies